EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pass. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
No.
It's Coca-Cola Pepsi. Chill out. Close your mouth, Alexander.
Yo, relax.
When you come, you do like this. When you put your elbow. Cough with your elbow.
My shit look like this. Why is it like out of whack?
Come here, let me take the temperature. No.
The Buccaneers and the Vikings. Got to play with the Bucks and the Vikings. The last two teams.
This works. This works. This works. Oh,
Come out here on the sunset of the weekend where the killers be. Get ready for this loot blitz. Kurt.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. Second down now. Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Yellow, yellow.
On third down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And here's Rodgers on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 3rd. A big play on the catch. Covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Rodgers. Again, that's Watkins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jones is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! Randall Cobb. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And this is caught at the 20. He's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Cousins. He's got it. And he's brought down. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An extra defender. Vikings here on 3rd down. He's close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run it with Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers That's complete to Dobbs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Rodgers now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Watson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37. And inside give to Jones. And get them first down.
We don't talk about it just in half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Down at the 25. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
25 yards that time.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And his pass is in for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And that pretty much the storyline. They seem to be one from the start till now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The Panther kicker Zane Gonzalez has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. First play, first pass for Brady. And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking end zone for Jones. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in a heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea able to get him for a loss of about 3.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Steps away to his left. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action. Mayfield. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before. Play Mayfield. Get this out wide here to Battersby gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
You're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. They find some open field here, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll snag about 5 yards out of the 32.
This drive there almost feels like fundamentals imposed their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Up the gut, Fournette. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A handoff to Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work and practice being put into the game.
On 1st down, Brady.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been well.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs have a game middle seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a ball game.
Point by Succop. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
It's caught inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield looks to throw, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Throwing, Mayfield. Another grab here. Dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out up around the 45. Another catch for us when good for 11. First down. Mayfield now. Being chased out left. Got his man to the middle. It's Anderson. And they'll get him down side of midfield. Mayfield on play action. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hanging.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Giovanni Bernard, 34 yards.
And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. That one complete to Anderson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the down as he's tackled at the 1. McCaffrey is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield to the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Panthers will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the draw, here's Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A draw play. Bernard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, there,
And that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Mayfield. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamel Dean. All likelihood this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, It's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But the last one they're going to this game, they hold this lead.
Incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go, 66.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. To throw is Brady. He's got him in, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Brady to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a big 6 for a Panther touchdown.
And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.